Hello, everybody. This is ThickSkinnOnSports. I'm Steven.
And this is Anthony.
It's January. I gotta check this. Friday, January 17th. Thanks to everybody that's already subscribed to our show, Thick Skin on Sports, Facebook, Instagram, all those. We have all the social medias. But especially thanks for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Today is a normal show. We're going to get right into it today with the national championship. It's kind of a little late, but really, I mean, it's
still fresh in the brain.
Yeah, it's still fresh. Overall, how do you think the overall game looked?
So the first half was extremely entertaining. It was back and forth. You just really had no idea who was going to go to victory on this one. But after halftime,
yeah,
LSU took over.
Yeah, LSU took over, and I tell you what, Clemson didn't play bad. It was just they played well at the beginning of the stage of the game, and Joe Burrow played really well. I can't recall how many touchdowns he had. What, 5?
He had 4.
Four
so
touchdowns.
In the playoffs, he had 4. So
yeah.
what do you have? Like, he had 8 touchdowns in the first game.
Yeah, he had 7 or 8 in the first. That was the first half of the game.
No, you know what?
The
He had 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He had 14 touchdowns in the college football playoffs.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, comments, you can subscribe to the link below. Write down your questions, comments. We will be more than happy to answer them whenever we get to them, and every show that we do. But overall, the season was good, I think, for college football. Yep. Ohio State looks good next year. They got 5 returning on offense, I believe 6 on defense. Shaun Wade's coming back, which is a big plus for us. But overall, I think the playoffs as well. I'd like to see an 8-team playoff eventually, but LSU and Clemson played a good knockout, drag-out fight for a while. Obviously the score didn't say it because of that towards the end.
Well, the coaching came in hand after halftime.
Yeah,
Odron did his thing.
And Joe Burrow's legacy, not OSU, but LSU. What do you think? It's going to be great. I think they're going to build a statue for him. What do you think?
Oh, for Burrow?
Yeah.
So the question out there that everyone's talking about is he the GOAT of college football?
No.
Is he the greatest of all time?
No.
He had 1 year.
Yeah.
He graduated from Ohio State. He was there for 3 years. He graduated early.
Yep.
And he couldn't make it at Ohio State, but then goes down to LSU, and now the argument is he the greatest of all time that's ever played college football?
I don't even think he's the best in the college right now.
No.
I think Tua is probably going to be obviously the better athlete. Now, people could argue with that all they want. I don't care. But the bottom line is his opinion, and I think he's the second best. I think Justin Fields is going to be better than Joe Burrow. I mean, it's one of those things where he was in the wrong spot at the wrong time, kind of thing.
Just
for
like
OSU.
JK. Yeah. JK put up 2,000 yards rushing this year, best in the history of Ohio State University, and he was, 6th in the Heisman?
I think 5th or 6th in the Heisman. Yeah, and you think he should have left this year? They're saying late first round is what I'm hearing.
This is his year to go, just because what he did. He did everything for Ohio State he possibly could, and he got Justin Fields comfortable for playing for the team, and just to have that check down with J.K. Dobbins really helped Justin Fields develop, and I think he's looking in the mirror and going, man, this is the best I can play right now. It's the best I'm going to look coming into the NFL, so this is the time to go. I don't blame him. I would go too.
Well, I probably would as well. What about going back to Joe Burrow, though? What do you think? You think he's going to be in a Bengals uniform? Now, I read this morning when I read the ESPN stuff in the mornings, I seen that his dad said he'd be happy going to Cincinnati. Yep. What do you think? He is from Athens.
Well, so there's this tweet that he put out in 2018 that everyone's talking about Skyline Chili. He says, FYI, everyone, Skyline Chili is terrible. Some people, don't like Skyline Chili. But that's not him saying he does not like Cincinnati, that he does not want to be a Bengal.
Yeah.
So with some breaking news that I had from our buddy Tony the other night, he brought something to my attention about some trades, especially from the Carolina Panthers, because we all know that Joe Brady, who was his quarterback's coach in LSU, is now the offense coordinator for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
And I read more into it about the trade they're talking about doing, and so this is for everyone out there, any Bengals fans, anybody out there, like what would you do? We'll give our opinion here, but the trade is first round pick this year, which is the 7th pick of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
First round pick next year, which is undecided because the season has been played. Future mid-round picks of this year and next year's draft in Cam Newton.
That's what I was...
For the first pick to get Joe Burrow. What do you think?
I don't think it's going to happen. Do I think it's a good... It'd be tough to say no to Cam Newton because he's already proven quarterback. He's already been to a Super Bowl.
Very injury prone, though.
Former Heisman Trophy winners as well. I wouldn't be opposed to saying no, but I would just keep... If I was Cincinnati, I would go with Joe Burrow. That's just what I'm saying. But
and taking it from a Bengals fan, huge Bengals fan, you got to go with Joey Burrow in this one. Like, you have to. You know, I talked to my wife about it the other night. She's even saying the same thing. It's Joey Burrow is the man. He's the guy that you can build around. Mm-hmm. And, you know, even if you want to keep Andy Dalton as a backup, give him $5-10 million. But I really think they need to look at.
You think Andy Dalton would stay though? No, I don't think he'd want to stay.
No. He doesn't look comfortable on the sidelines. He doesn't like it.
Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't do that to him. He's been a Bengal for 10 years, along with AJ
forever.
Green. So
that's all we know about the Red Rocket for Cincinnati.
Absolutely, I'm a Browns fan. We lose every year, so you know, Bengals and Browns top 10 picks this year. We'll see what happens. This is Thick Skin on Sports. I'm Steven. This is Anth. Our buddy Tony is a part of the show too. You will see him eventually. If you like the show, subscribe. Please subscribe at YouTube. We're still getting used to that YouTube channel. Thanks again for everybody that's already subscribed. But now we're getting into a part where the show that you like to do and take control of is the garbage segment.
So, get into the garbage segment. You know, one thing that we talked about on our last our preview show was the men's basketball team, and you were there in person the other night to watch
Tuesday.
them.
Yeah, versus Nebraska. They didn't look good again. I mean, their offense was not clicking on all cylinders. I didn't even know Muhammad in Washington was out until Dad messaged me and said, "Hey, just to let you know." I'm like, "Well, geez, we're up here." They didn't have any offense really clicking. It took them a while to get.
What did they shoot? A bunch of
threes
all day.
Yeah,
all day. It's all they shoot.
That's what they do. Now I don't know the extent of Washington or Muhammad.
So you got Gaffney and you got Wesson.
Yeah,
two very athletic.
Lonzo's not even playing though.
Who?
Gaffney hasn't even been playing really.
He played at the end of the game.
Well, at the end.
Yeah.
But that was it.
He had a couple blocks.
They didn't. They look bad again. I don't even who they play next time. That's my third game this year, and that was by far the worst one I've been to.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do to get better. I can't even believe they're 21st ranked. They've lost four? They lost 4 in a row before
just because
even
of significant wins. Yeah.
Yeah, and who they play again? I can't remember who they play.
Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State, of course. At Penn State. And I was at the Penn State game the first time, and they were on fire. Now, I don't know. We don't know. Have any information on the Washington Muhammad?
No,
I don't know anything.
Just know that was a coach's decision, and anytime Holtman was asked about it, he works away from it because he doesn't really want to explain what's going on. So we know it's probably them two are supposed to be the leaders of the team, and not really feeling that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so maybe I don't know. That's just assumption that could be what happened, but there's no information about it as of yet.
Yeah. And like I said, this is our garbage segment, and of course, both of our garbage segments have been Buckeye basketball because they suck.
But they're
sucking right now.
We have an Around the Nation garbage segment that we're going to throw out there right now. Okay. That's new, and it's breaking news to the world right now. That's happened the past couple of days. Is the Houston Astros scandal that's going on right now? Yeah, with them stealing signal signs in the World Series.
Yeah, this is where I like to have Tony involved. This is because you said he's talked to you about the other day.
Yeah.
And they Mets just mutually parted ways is what Beltran. They're saying. Yeah. Yep. You got Beltran out now in New York. Didn't even coach what game. Yep. You got Cora out at Boston. Won the 18 World Series. Mm-hmm. And then you got Hinch won the 17 World Series with Alex Cora. I believe Beltran as a player.
They're talking about investigating Cora even more for the 2018 World Series. Because of the way they cheated in 2017.
I don't think you can strip a title, though. No? I don't think. I think because it's 2017 and 18. What would you do if you stripped both titles? What would you just have to be an asterisk?
So the thing about 2017 title with the Astros is it tainted now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You look at the New England Patriots and Deflategate, that's tainted. Mm-hmm. You look at the Houston Astros in 2017 World Series, do you feel that's tainted?
yes and no, but I mean the player. I mean, yeah. Like I said, bottom line is you can't take the World Series from him. It's funny. It's funny because I was reading that. Like, I'm a big Reds fan and big Pete Rose fan. He was sitting there making fun of the whole situation. He got
something to laugh about now. Yep.
Yeah, but there's not much really to harp on it too much. We just gotta wait and see how it goes through the process of the winter, especially for baseball. Baseball's a long season. It's about to start pitchers and catchers here in a couple weeks in February. I know.
I mean, it's earlier start this year. March 26th is opening day.
I can't remember who we start out with. Cardinals.
I think it's Cardinals.
Yeah.
Because you guys are at home and the Indians are at home.
Yeah.
First time ever in like 10 years that both Ohio baseball teams are home for opening day.
It's going to be a good season for the Reds. I think the Reds, we're going to play good. I mean, I think we'll be playoff bound if we can get one more batter.
Yeah.
Now, Indians, I think they could be playoff still but Donaldson, in a surprise move, went to the Twins, by the way, if anybody didn't know.
That was a kick in the groin right there for our division.
4 years, $92 million, I think, to be exact. But congrats to him. That's just going to further lead the way now for Castellanos and Ozuna.
Yeah.
Ozuna is wanting to stay in St. Louis, I heard. And but Castellanos might be a swap there, is what I was told too.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of talk still about Lindor.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with him?
Something to keep an eye on. For those that you did see the social media posts yesterday about our lineup, we're going to try to do that here and there as much as we can to keep you informed. But we might change it up here or there. But the one thing I do want to see, right, we're going to talk McGregor and Cowboy, the last one. Okay. I want to save that for last today because I think it's a big one coming up tomorrow. Right now, we have dove into the Browns situation with the hiring of Stefanski.
So first, you being true Browns fan, die hard. I mean, first off, what do you feel about Gene Stefanski?
Kevin Stefanski?
Yes, him.
At first, I hated it. I thought I was a big McDaniels, but the more and more I was reading the articles on Yardbarker, or I don't know who you go through, Bleacher Reports, the more and more that he wasn't a fit. He wanted to transform everybody in that office. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but we got a hell of a lot of talent on that. And I don't know if he was thinking about that changing, which is a terrible decision. But the more and more I see Stefanski and the way he goes about his ways, the analytics thing, it's something to get used to, but I like it overall. What about you?
So, looking at the pros and cons of Stefanski. So, Minnesota Vikings, right? Mm-hmm. So, they went to the playoffs. They said that they base their playoff runs on their defense because they always have a top 5 defense.
Yeah.
Pro. He is a run-first offensive coordinator.
Which is good for Chubb. Which is good for Chubb.
Yes.
And Kareem. Because they're talking
amazing.
They're talking about keeping Kareem, too. But go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, they should be. So, we talked about this in our last show. You have to. Chubb needs to get the ball 25, 30 times a game. Mm-hmm. But when you have someone like Kareem Hunt, you can give Chubb 15, 20 times a game. Yeah. Keep him healthy, and Kareem Hunt get another 10. Yeah. You got that. And Kareem Hunt, they need to get him away from just catching the ball out of the backfield, which he does amazing at. He does great. Mm-hmm. But he can run the ball, too. He's a power runner. Yeah. I mean,
the thing is with Kareem and Nick, they're so identical in so many ways. Yeah. They're good blockers. They're good screen catchers, you know. They can both catch 80 catches a year for 800 yards out the back.
They got that Christian McCaffrey, that Alvin Kamara mentality where they can do it all.
I think it's great for them to mesh so well together, and it's going to be a great backfield, hopefully for years to come. I don't.
Kareem's going to want that money though.
Yeah, I think
going to have other teams out there willing to get.
I think we have the player control of him for this year. Yeah. I don't know for sure, but I think we do. It's a wait and see process. You know, with Odell, you got to get Odell the ball. Jarvis, we talk about Jarvis, top 10 again in yards. The dude's a monster. Yep. You know, you got the tight end Njoku, which I've heard.
He's got to stay healthy.
Either the healthy part and his attitude, you know, off the field, I think, has gotten to him a little bit. You know, Ricky Seals-Jones, he did great last year at tight end. But you know, it's a wait and see progress. I think with the Stefanski thing, it's way better than Kitchen.
But you get back to Stefanski, right? So we got a pro. He's run happy. So a con. So look at his offense. Look the characters he has on his offense, and the people he's had control of. Well, you had Kirk Cousins, as his quarterback, and then
he wasn't. A lot of people were down on him, but I don't think he's not worth the $80 million or whatever he signed.
And Baker Mayfield is a lot more athletic than Kirk Cousins, which could be good or bad.
He's a gunslinger too.
He's a gunslinger. But look at his wide receivers. They're always their feelings on their shoulders.
Yeah,
they were very vocal this year about not getting the ball.
That's it.
And because Dalvin Cook was getting the ball 30 times a game.
Yeah, and Dalvin Cook was what top 5, 10 running back again.
Dalvin Cook's a beast.
Like I said, I don't know. I think Stefanski overall will be all right. We'll have to wait and see though. Like I said, it's so early in the it's not even off season really. It's still got playoffs, which tomorrow is playoffs.
Going to be Sunday. It's championship
Sunday.
Championship Sunday.
It's going to be a good one. I'm going to be watching the Packers game. I'll be watching both of them, but we'll have a lot of content on that, I'm sure, as next week goes along. Next week's show, or shows, I should say. But
we got the playoff segment in here if we want to go right into that, since we're already talking about it.
Yeah, we can. Go ahead and get into the games real quick if you want.
So you got the Titans from Tennessee versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Mm-hmm. And then you have the Packers versus the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, I think both of them is going to be great. I think the more intriguing matchup would probably be the San Fran.
Well, their defense versus Aaron Rodgers is going to be very interesting to me.
Yeah, and they start out. So it's weird how what they finished 13-3.
Yeah.
Matt LaFleur is his name. I thought that was going to be a train wreck. I really did.
33 years old.
Yeah,
34.
Something like that.
Yeah, he's like 38. He's like a year or two older than Aaron Rodgers because that was a whole thing. In the preseason if Aaron Rodgers can listen to this guy that's only a year or two older than him.
Yeah, and but
it's worked.
I don't know. I'd have to say Packers. I think with all due respect to San Fran and their defense, which is number 2 in the league, I just think Aaron Rodgers is top 3 quarterback, if not the greatest in the game right now. I just think he's going to. I don't see anywhere that he's not going to make the. The
so you're
Bowl.
Going with the Packers?
Oh, yeah.
What's the score?
I would say 27-14.
Yeah.
I just think that they're just going to score too much at the end, towards the end of the game. I think that it's going to be too much for San Fran. Mm-hmm. I think their defense will do a good job first half. I think Packers will put it on in the end.
So I'm going to go against you on this one.
Okay.
The way Frisco has been playing at home has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
And now they have the Defensive Rookie of the Year in Nick Bosa for the NFL. And they're clicking right now. They're clicking on defense. And Jimmy Garoppolo, all he has to do is hand the ball off. Mm-hmm. They got 3 stellar running backs.
Yeah.
With Breida, Mostert, and Tevin Coleman.
Yeah. Tevin Coleman's a good one.
Yeah. I mean,
they'll give you
each averaging 60, 80 yards a game.
Yeah.
And they are the highest rushing offense in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they keep that going. Now, Green Bay's defense is good, and who they have, Mike Pettin.
Yeah.
Mr. Mike Pettin, Mr. Cleveland Browns a couple years ago. And
really good one.
He's turned that whole defense around. Green Bay was barely a top 20, top 25 defense last year, and they're a top 10 defense. And I look forward to that game, but I think it's going to be lower scoring. Then I know you gave it 27-14.
Yeah, I mean,
I look at like a 20-17 field goal winner for Frisco. That's my pick.
Yeah, I'd like to see Tony pick that one too. He probably picked Packers, I think. But I don't know. Tony, if you see this, comment below on the link there. Let us know who you picked there, buddy. But this is ThickSkinnOnSports. I'm Steven. This is Ant. We're getting right into it still.
Now we got the Titans and Chiefs.
Chiefs all the way. I think Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl this year, honestly.
Andy Reid finally get it.
Yeah, I think he will. I like the Pack a lot too. I think they'll reach the Super Bowl, but I just don't think Aaron's going to beat the Chiefs with Mahomes. Mahomes is going to be way too good. They're all with a State Farm agents, or they got the same. But it'll be interesting to see the game. Titans they have a strong defense. Been playing
Patty
well.
Mahomes versus Aaron Rodgers. That's a dream matchup if that happened.
They gotta win it first, but I like Kansas City that one.
What score are you going with?
I'm gonna go higher. Last week they were in trouble. It was 21-0 at the beginning.
They scored 40 points last week.
I wouldn't be any shocked to see them score another 45 points.
Yep.
I would say I don't think Tennessee's going to score a lot. Tannehill's been playing great. Yeah. They'll probably re-sign him. Derrick Henry, leading rusher in the NFL, which I'm not happy about. Chubb, sorry about that, but they're playing well. But I think overall the score is going to be 45-20.
Yeah. But
how about you? You going to disagree with me again?
No, I'm with you here. The way that Patty Mahomes has been playing has been exceptional. Mm-hmm. And I agree with you. I think the Chiefs are the team to beat right now.
Yeah.
What sucks is we're saying this now, but the Chiefs in the past have always failed in the playoffs. Andy Reid never gets over that hump.
Oh, I know, but he could get you there.
I think this is the year.
Yeah.
This is the year he gets over that hump.
What do you have? 6 AFC Championship games?
Oh, yeah.
Is what he's been to. Yeah. So I mean, my hat's off to Andy Reid. He's probably one of him and New Orleans, Sean Payton, probably two best coaches other than Bill Belichick, but best coaches of the game.
I'm rooting for Vrabel
and
the Titans because it's a Cinderella story where they 6 seed. It's a Cinderella story that we all love to witness. But I'm going 34-17. Okay. I think Chiefs put up 34 points. I think they get down like they did last week versus Houston. I think they get down, and that's where they get mad.
See, I don't see that happening. No? I think they learned that from last week not to do that again.
I think Tennessee's going to be on high. They're going to come in firing, and I think they'll Andy Reid will get the Chiefs where they need to be. Yeah. And they'll start firing on all cylinders because you got Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Speaking of hot too, Blue Jackets. Yeah. Ran away versus Boston yesterday, I believe. Right. I didn't really get to see all of it.
Carolina.
I'm sorry. They won pretty handily. You said now you're more the hockey guy than I am, so you could feel the fan or the people on what the Blue Jackets did last night.
I don't know how this is happening, but they are winning games. I mean, Torts is doing his thing. This just shows you how great of a coach Tortorella is. Mm-hmm. So they go to the West Coast and they go 3-1. They lose the San Jose Sharks. I mean, they beat Vegas in Vegas 3-0.
Yeah, I remember watching that.
Elvis Merzlikins. Then we come home and we play Boston, who is the best team overall, everything in the NHL, and we kill them 3-0.
How did that happen?
It was crazy. It was crazy, and it was such a physical game. And Columbus, like all the games I watch, I watch myself and my daughter. We watch every game that's on TV because they are so much fun to watch. And representation right now. Elvis is 6-0-1 as a starting goalie for the Blue Jackets, and since January. He has a .95 save percentage. That's crazy. Bob who? Bob is at a .89 in Florida right now.
Yeah.
And that's the talk of the town in Florida. Like, hey, we're spending $10 million a year for this goaltender who ain't doing nothing for us.
Yeah.
But we got Elvis on a rookie contract because he is a rookie doing what he's doing. And we get Corpy back in mid-February.
I love Corpy, though. Corpy's a good one. I remember us seeing him a couple years ago, wasn't it? We were in section 104 right down in
we're up against
the front seats there.
And that was versus Nashville.
Yeah.
The Predators.
But hopefully they keep it going. I definitely think right now they are definitely playoff bound.
So what do you do, though, when Corpy comes back? So you got two potentially starting goalies. If you're Torts, that's a good thing to have.
Well, it's a good thing. Make trade. Trade deadline, coming up to make that playoff push.
And we know we are always active in that.
Maybe that's something you do, to trade one of your good goalies and to get a winger or something.
You look at Corpy, who has just 1 year. What did he sign? 1-2 year contract? And you have Elvis, who's on a rookie contract. Mm-hmm. Who do you trade?
Corpy.
Yep.
Just because, the guys, Corpy's good, but he's not. He hasn't been consistent to it.
No, he has not. You're correct.
But he's played well this year. But I would keep the younger one and trade Corpo.
You got .91 save percentage with Corpy, and you got .95 with Elvis right now, who's a rookie. But you got him being a rookie. You just don't know. You don't know. He's hot right now. He's real hot. He gave up 2 goals last night.
And who's to say he's going to be consistent?
Exactly, because he's young. He's still young.
It's a tough one.
But he's very animated, though. When you see him at the end of a game, him and Foligno's hug, he jumps on him. He makes it fun to watch. He is fun to watch. He's very animated.
Yeah, they're playing well, and hopefully they can keep it up. We'll see as the year goes on.
Yep.
But we're diving into a lot of the sports today. This is Thick Skin on Sports. We got one more subject to go, but if you do like this video, please like and subscribe to the show. This is Anth. I'm Steven. Our buddy Tony is going to be on here at some point. Find us at YouTube channel, Thick Skin on Sports, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask us. We will answer it the best we can. Now, getting into our last segment. This is going to be an interesting one tomorrow at 10.
Yep.
I think prelims come on at 8. We're talking about UFC 246. For those of you who don't know, it's McGregor versus Cowboy Cerrone. Cerrone goes
the great Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah, the most wins,
Yep.
and I think the most knockouts in UFC history.
Yeah.
I believe he started out his career, 15-3 with them?
Something like that.
It's ridiculous, but he goes in 38-13, I believe. McGregor comes in at 21-4.
Yep.
Now, for me personally, I'll go ahead and start this. Me personally, I think if McGregor loses, he's probably not. He's probably going to be done, pretty much. Okay, and I hate to say that.
This would be an embarrassing loss for, even though it's the great Cowboy Cerrone. This would be an embarrassing loss for McGregor.
Yeah, it would. I seen that show live. Remember we were talking last night, texting back and forth about the press conference. I don't believe it was. You said it was terrible. I don't think it was terrible.
You expect fireworks when McGregor's there.
But I think it was a good call on McGregor's half to change his his fighting career around just a tad. You know what I mean?
But
look what happened to AB.
For him.
Yeah, I know, and I thought that was cool. Look what happened to AB. AB Otanu Brown reaches all the way to the top, and he runs his mouth. Now look, he's not anywhere. So if I was him, I would keep it down, just like he did yesterday.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think you'll see an upset. I think Donald Cerrone's going to go in there, nothing to lose.
You're right.
McGregor has everything to lose, even a title that he don't even have anymore. That's how big it is for him. You're talking about if he loses this, he's probably not going to get a rematch with Floyd Mayweather, which I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard Pacquiao out there.
Yeah.
Pacquiao actually said, invited him to a fight before Mayweather did last time.
Yep.
But I believe it's going to be an upset. I think second, third round stoppage.
But you go back to, and this is me kind of off subject with it, but you go back to that press conference, and you look at Donald Cerrone, and you look at Dana White. This is big money. McGregor is big money. UFC wants Conor McGregor to win. He has ratings. He has buys. He has pay-per-view buys. He has money.
Mm-hmm. He's also going to make about $80 million tomorrow too.
Well, he owns shares. He owns shares of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Do you think? And this is just off topic. This is good. Do you think Donald Cerrone takes a dive?
No.
He's going to get paid.
No, I don't. Donald Cerrone isn't like that though either.
No.
I've never seen Donald. If you watch all his past fights, if you watch his,
but they're both so different. Like compared to what they've always been. I mean, I've watched all these pre-fights. I mean, this was the most tame I've ever seen pre-fights. Yeah,
it was a little weird, especially for McGregor. So I was waiting for him to just blow his top and just go crazy, but he never did.
When the reporter asked him about his sexual allegations.
Yeah, and even Cerrone popped up and said something, which was cool.
That was a respect factor.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting fight. I tell you, I don't know if I'm going to try to watch it. I know you said you're going to watch it.
Yeah.
We even have a recap of that probably next week sometime when we do our show.
So you're going Donald Cerrone.
Donald Cerrone, an upset.
In which
Mark
round?
my words, second or third round stoppage. I'll go with third round stoppage.
Okay. So Donald Cerrone came out on record and said he's going to stay on his feet.
Yes.
And we know what Donald Cerrone's good with. He's grappler.
But McGregor's good too.
Yeah. But McGregor is a brawler.
Yes.
He's on his feet. He kicks us. He punches. He does all that. He's not on the ground. You saw what he did with Diaz. Diaz destroyed him on the ground.
Yeah.
That's how you beat McGregor. So Cerrone is getting that's where he got cocky. He said, "I'm going to stay on my feet and I'm going to fight Conor McGregor at his own game."
Yeah.
That scares me. Or is that just is he playing mind games with them?
I think he's playing mind games. He played mind games with everybody.
Yeah. That's what's great about it.
But
they do.
Usually when McGregor says something, he's pretty much owned up to it.
Yeah.
So I can't. It's going to be tough. He's getting older. People are getting more wiser to him. Mm-hmm. People aren't taking his crap anymore.
Yeah.
His last fight was he got rocked. Mm-hmm. And if he wants another fight with Khabib, obviously he has to win the next one. Now, Dana was saying if he wins the next one, there's a good chance of him fighting Khabib next.
Because what's Khabib got? What, Tony Ferguson?
Yeah, which I don't know if he can get past Tony Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson is a beast.
Yeah,
Tony, that's going to be an awesome match.
I don't know when that is, when we get it.
Summer,
yeah, if somebody knows, they could let us know. But
I'm going to go, my pick, I think Conor McGregor, second round, I think he knocks him out. But here's the thing. It all starts in the first 2 minutes of that first round.
Yeah.
You'll be able to tell right there who's going to win. If Donald Cerrone tries to take Conor down, that upset could happen. I don't think he can stand toe-to-toe with Conor.
No, it'll be interesting to see. I think Cerrone, he's going to have a miracle happen. But upsets have happened.
They said he was limping. When he walked into the press conference, he was limping. And but that could be mind games. Hey, I'm going to stand toe-to-toe with one of the best brawlers in the game.
Yep.
And I'm faking a limp when I walk in because I want you to think that I'm injured.
Yeah. Yeah, don't miss it tomorrow night. 8 o'clock it starts on ESPN.
Yep.
It'll be an interesting one. This has been a good show today. We had a lot of sports to talk about. If you like our channel, please subscribe or comment below. We are on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. It'll be on the link below. Please subscribe. We're here for you guys. We love doing this. If you have any questions, comments, please don't be afraid to ask. I'm Steven. This is Anth. Our buddy Tony will be here at some point. And have a good one, guys.
Thank you. Have a good week.
Yep.